Look at all these blooms. Some that are blooming, some that are done, some that are about to come on. Wow, spectacular. I am Jennifer with the common milkweed, and we are looking at our south garden. And I was thinking how best to do this tour because the plants have filled in so very much, and I can't get to it now because of the wood pile there on the east side. So Steve said, why don't you go on the roof? So that's where I am. It's a really, really great vantage point, isn't it? My gosh, you're getting up here in the world of the plants, which is way cool. Where do I even begin? I guess I'll just tell you how we did this one, and then just let you admire all the plants right here. When Steve and I moved here, we discovered pretty quickly that our shallow well ran out of water. And so we decided to put in a deeper well. And that has worked out in that we have never run out of water, but it tastes a lot worse than the shallow well water. So we put the well in right out here. And so there was therefore a big disturbance in this area. And this is facing south. We have a south door at our table where we sit to eat and read books and stuff. And so we knew we wanted flowers out here and that we didn't want to just mow this area. And so for this garden, in the way that we did it, was to smother it. And we smothered it with cardboard and straw. And that worked superbly well. And then we just stuck in different plugs of different plants. I don't remember what we plugged in at that time, but it has become an incredible self-sustaining wildflower garden. There's very few woodies that even try to come up in here, and so woodies, I mean trees or shrubs. We do get some walnuts, since that's that big tree right there. But really, we don't have to do much for this. Now, this plant right in front of me, that tall one, that's a lactuca, one of the lettuces, and they have seeded themselves through here, and we've been grateful for them. It provides really good food for sparrows and goldfinches. And then this big plant right here, anybody recognize it? It doesn't have the purple berries yet. The one next to the lactuca, that is pokeweed and pokeberry, and that one also seeded itself in, I'm sure, through bird poop, and it has grown remarkably in this season and is making lots of babies, and we're just working on spreading this plant out over the acreage here because it is such a great wildlife plant. The pollinators love the blooms. It is a big plant. And so with the sunroom windows right underneath me, I will cut a lot of the limbs so that we can still let sun in. Now, what else do we have in here so that I can tell you about? I know you see the cut plants. We also have brown-eyed Susans, purple coneflower, monarda, Joe Pye weed, cut-leafed coneflower, so green-headed coneflower, New England asters, blue wood aster, ironweed, false sunflower, royal catchfly, white vervain. That's what's coming to mind at this moment. Do you see our little shake fell off there? We'll have to fix that. But one thing that's really cool about having a shake house is that there's a lot of nesting opportunities underneath these shingles or the shake for different wasps and bees. It's really neat. And so this has been one of the greatest gifts to us, this garden here, because we see it all of the time. And then we see it throughout the winter, all of the food that it provides. Oh yeah, there's giant ragweed in here. Not in abundance, but it's in here. And then the shrubs on the back side there are spice bush, also providing food in numerous ways. The flowers, the berries, the leaves. And if I can show you, it's kind of hidden. Let's make sure to see. There is a table right in here. So Steve and I can sit out here and just be completely enveloped in the blooms and watch all the little insect bodies flying around and watch the birds feasting and bringing their young in here, because there's really great cover in addition to the food, not only the seeds, but all of the insects that feast on native plants. So that is our goal here, is to plant as many native plants as we can that are happy, and then also to let Mother Earth do that. So we've slowed down our planting other than adding in diversity and let Mother Nature do it. So I'm certain we had some plants that we planted out here fade out because they weren't happy here. And some of them we were asking quite a bit of them. I'm trying to think. One of them I think we did was a sorrel, a woodland sorrel, and we put it in kind of a woodland spot here, but it also gets a lot of light and it has to deal with this competition. Did they make it? No way. But that's okay. We just learn. We try things that are exciting and then we learn. So south facing, lots of sun, and we established it by cardboard, straw, and then putting in plugs of various native plants that we wanted to grow in here, and then just letting see what happened. And if there are woodies, trees or shrubs, we cut them out. We sometimes manage the vines. The grape and the virgin's bower can sometimes pull down a lot of the plants, but usually we let them grow for a season so that they can be eaten. Maybe the grape can be a host plant at that time for the Pandora sphinx moth, and the virgin's bower seeds can be eaten by the birds. So what is my recommendation here? It's to get these plants as close to your house as possible, somewhere where you sit frequently, so when you have to be outside, you can just watch and observe and be glad to be part of this earth community.